So I'm towing my first Caravan, and it's all very exciting. It's a little bit different to towing the trailer that I had on my lesson, but yeah, it feels really good. I know I'm being a little bit overly cautious when it comes to like roundabouts and getting through spaces. Even though I know that the van is a very similar kind of width to the car, it's only small. Looking at the mirrors, it's quite disconcerting because it looks wider. So I'm giving loads and loads of space, and I'm sure that will maybe change when I have a bit more experience of driving it. One thing I have noticed, it's taken a lot of the power out of the car. It's meant to be quite a torquey car, and it certainly was before I hitched up. But all that torque seems to have disappeared. Luckily, there is something you can do to your car to give it a bit of a boost. Well, I'm here at Phantom near Manchester, and they do remapping of vehicles, and Will is working on the Kia at the moment. Will, what is having my engine remapped going to do for the Kia? Because I've been really struggling with fuel economy, and power's definitely down from towing the Caravan. So what's going to be happening when you're doing the remapping?
Well, basically what we're going to do with the remapping is we're going to plug into the engine's diagnostic socket, talk to the ECU, get all the information we can from that, and that's what we can do then is change the mapping that's on the vehicle, increasing the torque and the BHP on the vehicle. So we can change when the torque comes in and the BHP produces itself, making the vehicle perform a lot better while towing.
Do a lot of people, when they're towing Caravans, did a lot of people decide to do something like this?
Yes, it's getting more and more popular these days. Obviously with the Caravans out there, people towing with vehicles, the price of fuel, it all makes a big difference.
What specifically with the Sorento do you think I'm going to get? Because I know it's 138 brake at the moment with the 2.5 litre diesel. The specs tell me that I should be getting at about kind of maximum 40 miles to the gallon, but I think I've been getting closer to about 34. What do you reckon that this will do to that?
Well, obviously with towing the Caravan behind the vehicle, you are going to lose miles per gallon. Therefore, if we can give your vehicle more power so that it's not struggling to move the Caravan, then obviously you're going to save on fuel by doing that.
And can anybody do this? I mean, is it a case of literally you plug your laptop into the ECU and you can do it yourself, DIY style, or is it better to kind of come to a pro?
I'd recommend you go to a professional to have your engine remapped, only because we know what we're doing. It's great buying a piece of equipment off the internet or what have you, plug it into your ECU, but what happens when it goes wrong?
So do a lot of caravanners decide they want an engine remap?
Yeah, we're finding an increasing number of caravanners coming to get their engines remapped, and I think it's just because of the rising cost of fuel, and they just want better drivability of the vehicles.
All right, well, Will's going to crack on with the Kia, and we'll find out shortly whether it's made any difference. So I've had the engine remap, and I got to say I can actually feel a difference, especially at the lower end of the revs. Towing the Caravan and going up hills, for instance, it certainly does feel a lot more torquey. Fuel economy is a little bit difficult to tell until I kind of do some tests with a trip computer, but I got to say I do think I'm covering more miles on the same amount of fuel as before. So all in all, I'm actually really pleased I got it done. Now let's go find a campsite.